Tomorrow, the U.S. House will take up the relief package that was passed earlier this week by the Senate. It's worth $2.2 trillion, and among other things, it tries to get millions of dollars in cash to American workers struggling because of the pandemic. Kim Christensen gives us a look at the details.
Here are the basics. The payments are based on your adjusted gross income on your 2019 tax return, if you filed it. If not, it's based on your 2018 return. If you made less than $75,000, you're eligible for the full $1,200 payment. Couples who made less than $150,000 get $2,400. For every child at home, you get an extra $500. So, a family of 4 would get $3,400. This is not considered income, meaning it's tax-free. There is nothing to sign up for. Payments are automatic. Here are some of the questions that have come up. Will retirees get a payout? Yes, as long as their income qualifies. Gail said, I hope Social Security and SSI is included. They are, Gail. People on Social Security and disability will get payments without filing taxes. Those on SSI or Supplemental Security Income are also eligible, though they will need to file a tax return. Cindy was concerned about people who are self-employed, like herself. The package includes $350 billion in loans for small businesses and for those who are self-employed. Another $260 billion in emergency unemployment insurance would cover part-time, self-employed, and gig economy workers.
Those small business loans would come from lenders that are approved by the Small Business Administration. The Treasury Secretary says that the stimulus check should be sent out within 3 weeks of passage. It would either arrive in check form or direct deposit. It's however you as a taxpayer have chosen to receive your tax refunds.